With many different genres of music and all of the different types of virtual time, including patterns of intensity, tempo, pitch, and patterns of resolve, one song can be taken a million different ways. I believe Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast to be one of those songs. The duo is made up of Andre 3000 and Big Boi. These two men have taken the hard route around things pretty much their entire musical career. Many rappers work hard to uphold a hardcore street cred, but Outkast has gone other directions since they started. Andre and Big Boi already had the street cred when they first hit the music scene in 1993, but over time slowly backed away from the standard rap image. Over time, Andre and Big Boi have gone very different directions in terms of their fashion and musical tactics. They have evolved together as musicians while also a group in unique but very separate ways. Andre and Big Boi first met while they attended Tri-Cities High School in Atlanta, Georgia. They were not even friends at first. In fact, they met while competing against each other in local freestyle competitions, and between their physical fights and their rap battles, the two began to gain a mutual respect for one another. Players Ball, on their first album entitled Southern Playlistic Dilla Music, which was released in 1993, first put Outkast on the map. After that, they had two more albums released in 1996 and in 1998. Then came the Stonk On Ya album in 2000 that truly set Outkast apart from other rappers at the time. This album contained the song Bombs Over Baghdad, which combines elements of electro, rock, jungle, gospel, and drum and bass. The track almost catches the listener off guard with a double speed tempo that comes in at 135 beats per minute. But what exactly is this song about? The interesting thing about this song is the way on which it was taken on a completely different meaning than what it was originally intended by Andre and Big Boi. The fact of the matter is that it's practically impossible to hear this song today without imagining images of the war in Iraq. The song came out too late to be directly about the first Gulf War and too early to be about the second Gulf War. In the line of the chorus that says, "Don't pull that thing out unless you bang," could be seen as Outkast's simple, straightforward foreign policy chant, or it could even be interpreted as a dig at George H.W. Bush administration during the first Gulf War. According to Andre himself, he was inspired to use the phrase "bombs over Baghdad" while watching a news report in a London hotel room while on tour. He overheard the broadcaster announce something, something, and bombs over Baghdad. Andre said it sounded good, and he knew he could use it somewhere. Listening to Bombs Over Baghdad over a decade into the 21st century, it is impossible not to think about the more recent Iraq War. It's particularly bone-chilling considering that most of the world probably remembers the news reports broadcasting images of bombs striking Baghdad in the early stages of the war. It is even more strange considering that the fact that CNN used the instrumental part of Bombs Over Baghdad as a musical bed for their early broadcasting in the Iraq War. The truth is that the song will never be the same post 9/11. I talked to several different people about this song to try and find out what they thought about the song was all about. Surprisingly, more of them knew exactly what the song was about than I had expected. There were very few people who had never heard the song before, but I allowed them to listen to the song before telling me any information about what they thought it meant. A couple people told me they really had no idea what the song was about, that they just enjoyed it for the up-tempo beat, and that it made them feel like they wanted to dance. Of course, that wasn't the type of information I was looking for. 3 people that I interviewed surprised me with the answers that they gave me about the song and how it went right along with the information that I had found in research. My first interview stated, Outkast talks a lot about sex in most of their songs. Like most people, I actually don't think this song is a political song and that the chorus is an innuendo. Second person says, this song is so hard to figure out because it has too many meanings in one. I'm lazy, so I'm just going to say what I think about the most important parts of the song. The line that states, hit somersaults without the net, to me means acting without planning. The line, get back home, things are wrong, well not really, it wasn't bad all along, means you can run away from your problems. Mainly, I think the reason people are so confused about this song is because it does not have one solid theme. My last interview says, this song is my favorite. The meaning here is actually really straightforward. There are no hidden messages. It's just exactly what they are saying. This is about society half-assing things, but if you look at it, it's about the failure of things as we go deeper into the new age. We get more and more reliable on technology, but there is more failure because of the impact that technology has on our world. So, we can see that if we look at the song over Bombs Over Baghdad, without the obvious distractions caused by America's involvement in Iraq, this Outkast track is really about describing the American ghetto and all its hardships and complexities. The closing chorus of Power Music Electric Revival almost sounds like a plea for urban revival.